Is that the first ever like media day walk-in music?
Yeah, walkout music.
Nate, obviously we see the whole team here, man. I know fight week isn't always, can be stressful at times, but I guess is it something special about having the whole crew here with you today?
These guys are with me every day, everywhere I'm at, so I didn't even notice the difference.
Right. It looked like on the way in, did you guys stop and take a look in the hall here at the Tough jersey?
Yeah, because they got tough 1 through, what number are they on now?
30.
Oh, that's 30 out there? Yeah, that's great. I was saying when I was telling him, I was like, I remember when I was on Ultimate Fighter 5, and I was like, man, we're like on the old, like we were once a long ass time ago, like that was the classic shit, and now we're all the way at 30.
Was it cool to kind of reminisce a little bit while you're out there? I mean, I know we're all talking about, is this maybe your last fight? Is it fun to kind of take a little trip down
Yeah,
memory
but
lane?
I do that every time I see the jersey, like when we were going to the old place. So when I see it, it's always cool to sit there and check everything out and see the time that's gone by.
Nice. Big week for you, obviously a big fight, but a big news as well that you're getting into the promotion game with Real Fight Inc. Talk about that aspect of your life. I mean, is that an exciting new development?
Well, just the way it's been like from my whole career. I've been a promoter the whole time. Come to find out, my fights promote themselves, and then the whole thing came with, and then I was like, I'm gonna get the Connor fight and show people how it's done, but nobody learned how it was done. So then I was like, got the rematch and took the 3 years off, and now I was like, all right, well, I know what I'll do now. I'll make a belt. Watch me do it too. And then, so that happened. And then, whatever the fuck happened next, every time it's like, what, this easy? Why am I playing for them? I play for me.
I know you still got a lot of fighting left to do in your career, but is that something you plan on being like heavily involved in, or is that just kind of a side business?
Nah, yeah, I'm just gonna let my smart friends and my rich folks do that part. I'm just gonna sit to the side and say what's dumb and what's not.
Smart. In the meantime, obviously you got a big fight, UFC 279. I know this is a fight, you said, listen, it's not necessarily the fight I wanted. Does that make it any more challenging to prepare for than any other fight in your career, knowing it's not one you necessarily wanted?
Yeah, for sure. So I give up on preparing. I'm just like, whatever. Beat me.
Hamzat, I mean, what do you think of him as a fighter? I mean, have you watched much tape? I mean, have you seen much of his game? Obviously, I'm sure you hear the hype around him, but do you think he's deserving of it?
I think that I've been stuck in the cage for a long time, and I got to do what I got to do to get the fuck out. Whether it fight the toughest guy, the newest guy, whatever you want to make of him or call him, or anybody, I'm like, I'm just ready to rock and roll.
Nice. Last thing for me, Nate, obviously all the talk is about your contract. We know, this is the last one. So I just wonder, regardless of the result, how do you decide what's next? Is it only about, money? Is it just about the amount of money on a check coming from somewhere? Or is there something else you want in the next phase of your career, whether it be still with the UFC or somewhere else?
I feel like the UFC, it's kind of limited for me, and I want to reach fucking higher goals, higher objectives, and do bigger stuff than this. And under the UFC umbrella, it's like you're, like I said, you're limited. You only go so far, and like I said, it's only a halftime show. It's time to blow past everybody here and the organization, and even if it involves in me staying in or getting out, I'm gonna do something bigger than I've ever done as soon as this is done. Bigger than this, bigger than whatever's in the past also.
Nate, if you could see one change in the UFC, what would it be? If you could implement one change and you could see something change about the company, what would it be?
I don't.
There's been some talk about you and Jake Paul. Is that something you're interested in, or are you just sort of, that doesn't matter until after Saturday?
I think I've heard a lot about a lot of stuff, and whatever comes after this, like I said, is going to be bigger than anything I've ever done.
Are you interested in his fight with Anderson?
I'm interested in all combat.
How do you see that fight between Jake and Anderson playing out, given Anderson's age and Jake Paul's age?
I see it going a lot of different ways. I think Anderson is for sure. I didn't like when he fought Cesar Chavez Jr. and they were talking like I think it might have been the organization they were fighting under or whatever, but they were talking like all surprised that Anderson was beating Chavez Jr. I respected Chavez Jr. and Senior and all the boxing, but I was like, why are they talking like it's surprising? And what do they call the analysts when the fight was happening? I thought, why are they acting like like they're surprised Anderson Silva was doing good? It's like, what do you even think Chavez Jr. is doing in there with Anderson Silva? You know, so they considered him the GOAT in the UFC for a long time, you know, and there was no appreciation for that, and I thought that was stupid, and I think they'd be stupid if they're trying to count him out at all in this fight. But I also see that Jake Paul could win and do well too. He's a young, motivated, strong, inspired to box dude, so I think it makes for an interesting fight.
Nate, just back here. So I'm curious about your thoughts on the outcome of UFC 278 at Vivint Arena in Salt Lake City. I know you went 5 rounds with Leon Edwards and damn near beat him in that final round. What do you think of Leon's performance in that fight?
I thought the fight was going to go like that. Either or a decision win for Usman or a finish by Leon. So it did a good job, good fight.
What do you think of Kamaru Usman's performance?
I feel like whatever he was doing, he was doing a good job, and it looked like any other fight he had, right?
Okay. And looking at your next opponent, do you think you have the weapons to beat him?
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, to your left.
Because I saw him move, and I was like, that's the right, bro. I didn't get in my way.
Every fighter we've talked to today is very excited to be on your card. I just want to know, like, what's that mean to you?
Well, I excited back.
What's that?
Excited back.
Okay.
Also.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next question. We're done?
Hey Nate, real quick, inside fighting here. I know you're focused on.
Bro, you slacking.
My bad. I know you're focused on Fight Week, but there's been some talk about maybe a possible show about your life, a movie about your life. Is there any truth to that, or?
Yeah, coming soon for sure when it works. And what's your name?
Andrew Capichetti.
From where?
Inside Fighting.
Man, you better step it up. It's time.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much. All right.